Archangel Gabriel. Every person, especially sinners, who have heard of hell, flatters themselves thinking they will escape it, no matter how ratchet they conducted their lives. This is the biggest lie from demonic whispers that's ever been told. You must ask Yahweh to remove anything from your heart and mind that is not of Him. You must ask Him to remove the selfish desires of your heart if they conflict with His will for you. Failure to do so will have dire consequences for your soul, and nothing you attempt on earth in this lifetime will ever turn out right. Because part of you are out of order with the will of Yahweh. When people say they can't help the way they feel or think is shallow, demonic, and a learned sin, if it's in contrast to what Yahweh has for them to do. The demonic laugh at the disobedience that they enticed you to do, knowing all along they are sending you to hell for your defiance to the most powerful force in the universe, Yahweh. Stop your foolishness now. Most people don't know what is best for them and challenge Yahweh because the demonic tell them to object to the very thing Yahweh has blessed them with, a second chance to save their souls and lives. What a foolish thing to do. Stop pretending you serve Yahweh in public while serving the devil in private. Yahweh sees you, He knows how you treat people, He knows how you think, and I'm warning you that your thinking is incorrect, and He is not amused. The end of the world's time clock is ticking for mankind. There is not much time left and preparation has started. Get all those around you prepared. There are visible and tangible signs that the end time is happening globally. Children of Yahweh, the clouds are about to split open. Are you sure you are prepared for what you are about to see? Stop complaining about the happenings in the world, and put more effort in your walk with the Most High. Watch and pray from this day forward, that you may be deemed worthy to escape all things that will come to pass when you stand before the Son of Yahweh. The time to be close to Yahweh is now. It is very dangerous if you are still living a sinful life at this time. You cannot escape eternal condemnation if you neglect the salvation of your soul. If Yahweh told you to do something, obey Him. If He told you to take care of and love someone as He loves you, obey Him. If He told you to let the world know about generation curses, obey Him. If He told you to be the one to break the chains for your family now and generations in the past and future, obey Him. If He told you to lose your anger, pride, and even the selfish desires of your heart that are incompatible with His will, obey Him. If He told you to stop being a bigot, racist, or one who denies the humanity of others, obey Him. He is watching. If you cannot do any of these things that He has commanded you to do, He will not have you in heaven, and you might as well continue to serve the devil, the one you are obviously listening to, telling you to use your free will over the dominion of Yahweh. Signs of the coming of Yahweh. And there will be famines, pestilences, earthquakes, floods, fires and droughts in various places. There will be extreme summers and winters. There will be inflation and demonic greed that will cause financial hardship worldwide. The demonic army will be on the march. All these things are the era of the beginning of sorrows. The most disturbing, confusing times mankind has ever seen. These signs are beginning to be fulfilled already. News about the return of Yahweh will be told throughout the whole world, so that all nations will hear it. And then the end will come, because at that point people will have the truth placed in front of them, and each and everyone must choose correctly. They must choose Yahweh or they will be lost. Sadly, most will choose in error. This particular sign is fulfilled already. The gospel has gone round the world through the help of technology. There will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive and murderous. Children will be disobedient and very disrespectful to their parents. They will curse them and threaten physical harm to their parents. Others will be ungrateful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, and brutal despisers of good. They will betray their friends and will be full of demonic pride. They will love the message of the Antichrist rather than the holy message of Yahweh. These people will deny Yahweh and ridicule you for believing. From such people turn away. These signs are fulfilling. You are seeing them every day in real time. When you see the events I've described happening, then you know his return is very near. I am warning you beforehand. Yahshua says, the generations that will see all these signs are the generations that will see the coming of his Father, Yahweh. You and the next few generations are that generations the Holy Scriptures are talking about. You must be ready at all times. Quit being mean, isolating yourselves and rejecting people Yahweh has put in your lives. Quit hating your parents, sisters, brothers and children. Quit trying to take matters into your own hands. Yahweh despises any entity that thinks it can do things better than he. You have to give up being disobedient to Yahweh. You cannot bluff yourself into heaven. So few are going to make it, because of trying to have things their way, when they have been told to do something that is for their own good. Please take this lesson seriously. He really can see who is not doing his will to the best of their ability because they still let demonic whispers make them act contrary to their own best interest. Yahweh doesn't make any mistakes. Your life on earth is only a test to see if you will obey. Everyone needs to quit their mess. He sees your every move, your every thought. If anyone thinks their thoughts and personal desires matters more than his mission for you in the situation you are in, please understand that it does not outweigh what he would have you to do. There is no bigger insult to Yahweh and Yahshua than for an individual to be rescued from the grips of the devil, begin walking in benevolence and still have issue with what Yahweh would have one to do. As far as Yahweh is concerned, if you are guilty of this, you are not even worthy to enter his kingdom of heaven, and you already have one foot in hell and the other one in the grave. The devil knows his time is short. He is doing everything he can to kill and distract as many people as possible, because he knows if he doesn't delay and deceive people now, they will hear the voice of Yahshua in order to be saved. To counter that, he is releasing the Antichrist to deceive and destroy. For those of you who are saved by grace, keep your salvation on steady check, as we behold the hours of preparation, the ides of change, the beginning of sorrows, the arrival of the Antichrist and the coming of the Lord, Yahweh. This is mankind's last opportunity. Do not let the demonic and your foolish free will take you to hell. For I know the plans Yahweh has for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future in heaven, plans that bless you. Stop blocking your blessings. Ask Yahweh for forgiveness for your trespasses against his will. Let go of the hands of the demonic. Humble yourselves and come completely into his world. Crying because you may not like his assignment infuriates Yahweh when you try to put what you know and desire above his infinite knowledge. Sometimes he requires you and your presence to be the blessing to others. If you reluctantly refuse to come out of your shell to help others, and if you can't do it gleefully and be pleasant doing it, you are not heavenly material. There is no deceiving Yahweh. Not even one narcissistic will make it into the kingdom, if you are not following his will for your life, or half-heartedly doing it while being resentful about it. Yahweh sees you as a narcissist and will not make it to heaven. Stop letting demonic bad thoughts about your situation keep you from fulfilling all of the mission Yahweh has you to do. Mankind has to get right with Yahweh now. You have been warned.